Welcome my people, welcome guys to the channel. It's a good evening or afternoon. At 4 we are heading to evening. At 4 we are heading to evening. So my friends, this week I'm just dealing with requests, and today we are dealing with polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. So my friends who are watching, my friends who are online, anyone who is new to the channel, welcome to the channel, everyone. As you come in, let's like the stream as you come in, and let's be supportive to everyone. Who is watching and who is in the chat. So Jamaican uncle said hi. Uncle, how is the going? I know you are giving us good. You are preparing tomorrow's good video so that we can enjoy. Sometimes uncle does some videos and then you feel nice. You feel some good vibe as people are watching. You see, good. Now it's a week of request, and there was a request that we talk about polycystic. Ridley in the house. Hey Ridley, how is the going, Ridley? How is the going? I'm seeing you today here. Sometimes you have too much. I understand your kind of job sometimes can be too much until you're not, yes. So Ridley is in the house, Jamaican uncle is in the house, my two good friends. Morning, not working today. Oh, nice, that's nice. At least to rest, at least to get some rest. If you're not working, Lita Tezapi. Brother, Lita, how is you? I see you are new in this channel, and good to know you, Lita. Lita, where are you from? Lita Tezapi. Where are you from, Lita? Where are you chilling from? Blessings to you, Dr. Benjamin. I'm doing well as I'm working on my loan, so I will be in the background. Okay, no problem, uncle. You understand? We understand you. Today we want to deal with something that so many people have asked. So many people have asked about polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. Polycystic ovarian syndrome that affects women. And I'm new, my brother. I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa. Whoa, Johannesburg, South Africa. Nice to know that you are in Johannesburg. With me, I'm in Kenya. I'm a doctor here in Kenya, and as usual, we celebrate our brothers in Africa. So welcome, Lita Tezapi. Tell us about South Africa. If you have any medical issue that you'd like to ask, come to the channel, ask about it. So today today's topic is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome, it affects women a lot. It's the most common hormonal disorder affecting women, you see, of reproductive age. It affects the ovaries, hormones, metabolism, skin, fertility, skin, and sometimes mental health. And sometimes it affects mental health. Despite the name, not even with PCOS has ovarian cyst. Choya in the house right about now from Qatar. Welcome, Choya. The topic of the day is polycystic ovarian syndrome that affects women. We have a new friend in the house, who is a Lita Tezapi. Lita, like the video, share this video, and stay around to subscribe and see what we do here. Just subscribe and you will see. You will meet some new good friends in the chat. If you stay around, if you are a new person, follow the chat. Follow the chat and you will see some good new friends. If you want to make some friends, you will make, but don't leave without liking the video. You know, liking means a good impression. Liking, thanks a lot, Lita. You will meet some South Africans here, like my friend Beauty. I met another friend yesterday. Oh, you see, my friend Beauty and some friends yesterday. You'll meet them. You'll be surprised. Some people are enjoy where you are. Oh, Sha is here. Sha travels. Sha, hey, today I'm meeting a new person from South Africa, where our friend Beauty comes from. Big sis in the house, Dr. Ben. Yes, you are my big sister. Always respect. I call you Empress number 1. My big sister. I'm just welcoming people before I start talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome. So welcome my friend, welcome my friends and new people. Be comfortable, interact with the people in the house. Yes, and don't forget to hit the like button and the subscription, so that we can get more impressions. Now, what happens in PCOS? What happens? Because this is a topic that several girls and women have told me to talk about, and even some men have told me, why can't you talk about polycystic ovarian syndrome? We want to know what is this. We want to know what is this. Uncle in the house, in the background, and always thank you a lot, Sha Travels. I know it's time for you are working right now. You are at work, and engaging sometimes becomes a problem when you are working. So even Uncle right now is busy. I know Uncle will be coming in and out. It's Chwea. How is the going? How is Qatar? It's Chwea. I know you are working hard to make everything be in good shape. So big up everyone who is at work right now and is working hard to shape the world. When you are working hard, you are shaping the world, because one, you are bringing something in the table, and two, you are showing direction to the coming generation. You must work, not to be lazy around that you want to. Yes, that is showing the direction and shaping the world. Shaping the world is very important. So let's talk about polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is one of the most common hormonal problems that women have. And remember, if you have a question, the panel is open. Text me on the panel. Let's talk. Text me on the panel and let's talk. Let's talk about your question. Your question. Hit the button and subscribe to the channel. Very important. Hit the like button. Like buttons gives us impressions out there. If you are doing good job, YouTube always recommends you to other channels and other people to watch. So, and that is only when you hit the like button. You like what the Dr. Ben is doing. You like what the channel is doing. Let's go, my guys. What do you think polycystic Simple Kate, happy Friday. Simple Kate, ni furahi day. It's okay, ni furahi day. Friday is that day that, but nowadays it doesn't. The gods, hi, do you remember me? Yes, the gods, I usually remember you. You are my fan. You are my fan, and I always remember you from right, left, and center. How can I not remember you? How can I not remember you? Maje, hi, Maje. Doing good. Maje is in the house. Nice, all my people, all my fans are in the house. I was saying Friday is that day that if you are employed with the government, working hours of the government, most of them are strict. So you wait for 4 to go home and enjoy, or to go and enjoy. Alimig, hello Dr. Ben, greetings everyone in the chat. Welcome Alimig. Alimig, the God, Simple Kate, Chat Travels, Jamaican Uncle, all of them that are here. Blessings all of you for coming in and saying, hitting the like button and saying we are here. We are here. Yes. No, feel good evening. May not be there today, but we can have it tomorrow. And today we are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome, a condition that affects so many women. Sorry, I'm saying men. Men does not have ovaries. Men does not have ovaries. So this is a condition that affects mostly women, and it brings so many things about it. It brings some more complications. What happens in polycystic ovarian syndrome is normally the ovaries develop the follicles. You know, follicles that take care of the egg. When it is released, small sacs containing eggs, the small sacs that contain the egg. So when the egg is released during ovulation, it produces some hormonal imbalance that is, produces hormones in balanced amounts, but it can produce hormones in an imbalanced amount. The follicles, when they are stimulated, they release something like estrogen. So they can release hormone in a balanced way or in an unbalanced way. So in polycystic ovarian syndrome, ovulation may not occur regularly. So let's talk about first thing, because I'm just saying polycystic ovarian syndrome, and we should first know what is a cyst. What is a cyst? It is very important. What is a cyst? You know, a cyst. What is a cyst? Poly means many. Cystic means cyst. Ovarian means the ovary. And a syndrome means something that comes and it doesn't go. It is a syndrome. It is there chronically, comes and stays, or goes and comes back. So cyst is a closed sac of pouch in the body that contains fluid, semi-solid material, pus, air, or other substances. So in polycystic ovarian syndrome, those pouches, cysts are pouches of I like explaining while drawing so that you can understand. So a cyst is something that is on a sac of fluid. In a sac of fluid, let me draw a uterus with some cysts in them, with some follicular cysts. Women, if you have questions today, it's your day. Even men, you can ask questions because you are helping your women out there. So I'll draw them with a red pen so that you can see the polycysts. So you see, some you may feel it's an egg, but it's not an egg. It is a cyst. A cyst is something that is filled with fluid on a pouch. So we are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. The ovaries, this is something that, this is a uterus. A uterus, what I've drawn is a uterus. What I've drawn is a uterus, this one. So this uterus, this one is called, here it's called a fundus. Here it is called a fundus. Here it's called Smiler. Afternoon, Dr. Benjamin. Greetings everyone in the live stream. So What you see in the red, they are cysts. But what you see one in the blue, that is an ovary. An ovary is a doc. Can the cyst be removed? Yes, the cyst can be removed. So the ovary is attached like this to your. So these are the follicles. The flowers are the follicles. These are the follicles. The one that you are watching here, I hope you are watching clearly. These are the follicles. Here. But this one is the ovary. These are the follicles, the ovary is there. So these things that you are seeing in red that I've drawn, it's an illustration of cysts. And we have said cysts are accumulation of water inside fluid. It may not water. Let me use fluid inside a pouch. It may even be a pouch that is formed, and then you see some pus. Some people form ganglions, ganglionic cyst. You have seen someone with something that swells here at the hand. Most are here. So welcome, my friends. If you have not welcome. We are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I was explaining what a cyst is. If you have not subscribed, hit the like button, subscribe. Stay around and tell us. If you are a new person watching, tell us at the chat, where are you watching from? Let's get many friends. Yes, jelly like, yeah, jelly like here. So that is what happens at the follicles. So the follicles are like flowers. These are like flowers. This is a uterus. The cervix is here. The fundus is here. So this one, the follicles. So let's go. That was a technical error that has happened. So you see, there is an ovary and some follicles. The ovary and some follicles. So that is how things are. Now the cyst is like, just as my friend Mate has said, jelly-like fluid that is accumulated in a pouch somewhere. That is a cyst. Now, when we say poly, it means many cysts accumulating at the follicles area. Many cysts accumulating at the follicle area. You see, many cysts that are accumulated at the follicle area. That is where we say polycyst. Glad to see you in the classroom. Wow. This is an interactive classroom. So if you are coming in, my friends, interact. Ask me questions. Let me ask you experiences, and let's go on with the talk. You see, this is just a talk and something that can make you know what to do when there is a problem. You see, now we are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I've explained what polycystic ovarian syndrome is. Poly means many, ovarian means in the ovary, syndrome means something that is coming, it's always there. Cystic means cyst, accumulation of fluid, thick, it may be pus, body fluid in some sacs. And you know, when you have them, ovulation might not occur, because the egg release is becoming a problem, because ovulation occurs when the egg is being released. You see, when the egg is being released out. And if you have a question, let's talk, let's continue as we interact. You get the new guys, sometimes you may come and then you feel that, hey, here I cannot talk. No, the chat is open. Ask anything that you need ask anything that you may ask at the chat. Any medical thing, you can advise something that you can also, you can be in the chat, you can be there, and you are advising us also on what to do at a particular stage, because you have experience. Experience matters. In polycystic ovarian syndrome, many immature follicles accumulate in the ovaries. Many immature follicles. The follicles are this. They do what? they accumulate in the ovaries. Male type hormone, androgen, become elevated. So because your follicles are accumulating along the ovaries, androgens become high, cortisols, testosterones, because now your follicles that define a woman, they are having a problem. So the other hormones that are male type, they become more. And that's why you can hear some women saying, I have lived all these years, I've never had beards, but I can see one beard coming out. Testosterone is going up. And then you find some problems like insulin resistance, because now, the balance of your hormones are not as usual. The balance of your hormones are not as usual. And insulin also follows hormonal balance. You see, this leads to menstrual problems, fertility issues, and physical symptoms. Why fertility issues? When gonadotropin hormone is released, it releases follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Those are gonadotropin hormones. So they go to the gonads. Gonad means the uterus and the penis for men. So when the follicle stimulating hormone is released, it goes to the follicles here to release estrogen. You get? So when it releases estrogen, you are preparing for a cycle, and that is where you get menses. But when the estrogen goes down and then luteinizing hormone comes up, progesterone is released to take care of something called corpus luteum, which takes care of the pregnancy. You get? But if you not had any conception, after 5, 7, 10 days, the estrogen goes up. That is where you start having menses. So that is what is the cycle. That is the menstrual cycle that we usually have. If you stay for 5-10 days, there is no conception, the corpus luteum degenerates. When the corpus luteum degenerates, what happens? That time estrogen goes up and progesterone goes down. Luteinizing hormone drops. You see, so this balance of hormones coming like this, follicle stimulating hormone being released, gonadotropin hormone releasing, luteinizing hormone comes in. It is a programmed thing that goes in women, But when you have these things that are called polycystic ovarian syndrome, they make the egg not to come out, the ovulation. So when it makes the egg not to come out for ovulation, what happens? There is a problem. One, follicle stimulating hormone will not be released. Gonadotropin hormone will be confused, and it will not know the time to be released from your brain, so that cycle goes on as it is supposed to be going on. You see how things happen? This is how things happen, my friends. How things happen. This leads to menstrual problem, fertility issues, and physical symptoms, because the body is waiting for conception. The corpus luteum has disintegrated. You are having menses. When will you conceive? Where will it be attached? Nowhere, because when you're having menses, your uterus is thin. Onik, welcome Onik. I can see you today. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Onik. You see? So this is the cycle. You understand? If you're not understanding how it is coming, let me repeat. Gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulates the release of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. The follicle stimulating hormone releases estrogen. Estrogen is responsible for breakdown and preparation of menstruation. But if conception happens, there is something called corpus luteum, which is responsible for pregnancy. Progesterone there is up. So if you get conception, corpus luteum becomes strong and progesterone goes up, and that is responsible with luteinizing hormone. It helps thicken the walls of your uterus. When it thickens the walls of your uterus, now the blastocyst, the zygote comes, the cells themselves, they are ready to be implanted. But when you are flaring off the walls of the uterus during menses, you cannot attach because the uterus is thin. With I can see King Ray Judy, welcome to the platform. Thanks a lot for being here. Welcome. But when it comes to polycystic ovarian syndrome, that cycle is destroyed. The cycle is destroyed, and now what we get is hormonal imbalance. So gonadotropin gets negative feedback. It doesn't know where to release follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So conceiving becomes a problem. That is how we get fertility issues and menstrual cycle problems. You can get menses in twice in a month or thrice or spotting. Because now estrogen is coming out every time and flaring off of it is exciting the flaring off of your uterus every time. And some physical symptoms like headache, because if you can get every time you are having menses continuously, you will start having continuous headaches because of HB. We talked about anemia for people that overbleed when they are on menses. So you start having problems with anemia. You see, if you have a question, feel free to ask. I can see Onik is here. I don't know if my daughter will be here today, but if my daughter comes here, Onik will be overjoyed. So Onik, let's pray that my daughter today has time to come here. King Ray Judy is here. Thanks a lot. Smile in the city. And Jamaican uncle, my big sister, Sha Travels, always smiling and feeling energetic. Ali Mig, thank you for tuning in. Majay from Jamaica, yeah. Majay has asked if the cyst can be removed. Yes, it can be removed. Simple Kate is here. Simple Kate had asked me to talk about Simple Kate, you had asked me to talk about something. It is a multiple melanoma. Yes, I'll talk about it. No worries. I can talk about it today night. Yes, the gods always comes and says hi. I respect you, the gods. If you are still here, the gods, tell me which country you're coming from, please. And today we had a new person, a new friend of ours from South Africa who is called Lita Tezapi. 76 2023. Lita, are you still around? Lita Tezapi, I want to give you a tune from South Africa. Yeah. Okay, now let's continue. What are the features of polycystic ovarian syndrome? Doc, you missed my question. Yeah, what was the question? Let me see the question. Let me see that question. What was the question? Doc, you missed my question. If the womb has been removed, can that person still develop ovarian cancer? Hysterectomy. It is called hysterectomy, removal of the uterus. The chances are nil. If you have removed it, the uterus plus the follicles and the ovary are not there, it means you cannot get the cancer unless it is something that has gone to the other. It has metastasized. That is a nil situation. Onik is asking me how I am. Onik, I'm very fine. I hope your friend today, Fiona, will be here. I told her to come here today so that he can talk to our people, so that she can be part of us. You know, Onik loves a girl from Uganda called Fiona, a very humble girl. I understand why Onik loves that girl. She's so humble and good. Now, the main features of polycystic ovarian syndrome. What are the main features of this problem? Irregular or absent ovulations. I had talked about that. Sometimes you have menses within menses, high androgen levels, You see, androgen are like steroids to the body of the to a person. Polycystic ovary on ultrasound. If you do an ultrasound, the ovary seems like it has some bugs inside, like this one. The ovaries, you will have like the bugs, like this one. You have the bugs like that one. If you do an ultrasound, those are the features of polycystic ovarian syndrome. And the main problem when it comes to polycystic ovarian syndrome is the hormonal imbalance and suppression of negative feedback of some hormones. But I've tried to explain how the hormonal regulation of a woman is. I've tried to explain how the regulation of a woman is. Now let's talk of polycystic ovarian syndrome. The exact cause is unknown, but several factors contribute. The exact cause is unknown because you cannot just say, there are some things that are factual. You check at this and you are Onyx is the king. Yeah, Onyx is king, my friend. You look at your tests, lab tests, and you look at your imaging, radiology tests, what you have done, and you see the facts. So it becomes factual. But for polycystic ovarian syndrome, the exact it's unknown, but it's linked to genetics. Everything that is not factual always is linked to genetics. I don't know why. I think we should find another way. But PCOS often runs in families. If a mother or sister has PCOS, the risk increases. You'll find a mother having them. But some things are factual because of experience. Because you see, a mother had them, a daughter comes in and gets them again. So they become factual as you go on. So genetics is the main thing here. But we can get, Betty is here, my friends. Betty's world is here. Betty, welcome. We are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome. And if you have any question about this polycystic ovarian syndrome, feel free to ask. And we are learning. We are learning these things. And learning means interaction. And there are things that happen towards us. So let's interact and know how to help people. Many people with PCOS have insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is this means the body cells do not respond properly to insulin, causing high insulin levels, increased fat storage, increased androgen production by the ovaries. This worsens the symptoms. So if you look so well, people that have polycystic ovarian syndrome, most of them will get that they have diabetes. Anytime we talk about insulin resistance, we are talking about DM, diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus, all those diabetes, because the cells cannot respond to insulin as needed. You see, so we have to check how we are dealing with foods we eat. The foods we eat. We have to check how we are dealing with the foods we eat, because it's important. It's important, the foods we eat and becoming big. We talked about our bodies yesterday, how to reduce weight. Somebody asked how to reduce weight without going to the gym. If you take more fats and you are having more cholesterol, you are a candidate to polycystic ovarian syndrome, one of the problems. So this is how insulin works. When it goes to cells, it is uptaken by the cells, and insulin converts the glucose that is in the cells to glucagon. But when you cannot do that, or the cells are partially doing it, you start having bodies that are big, high sugar levels, because now most of your glucose is converted into cholesterol, and some is remaining in the bloodstream. It is supposed to be converted into glycogen, then back to glucose if you are healthy, not having big bodies. Now, people with polycystic ovarian syndromes mostly produce more androgens. Androgens are those male hormones like testosterone and other hormones, you see. And most of these androgens, they cause acne, excess hair growth, scalp hair thinning here. But you see, you start having acne, boils. You see? That's why people with high progesterone levels, they always have acne. You see, because mostly progesterone is high. Welcome, Miriam. Welcome to the platform. Thank you for tuning in, Miriam. If you have a question about this, because this is a women thing, but a man also, if you are a man here, you can ask a question, because you can help a woman out there. You are a woman, or your sister, or someone else. So it's good to everyone to get the information, and let's talk, let's interact. So androgens are high because the cyst in the follicles makes what is called the estrogen. When follicle stimulating hormone stimulates the follicles, estrogen does not come out as required. So what remains high? What remains high is progesterone. No menses at times, or if it stimulates it overstimulates, and estrogen comes out so high, so you have more unregulated menses. You see, remember we have another thing called luteinizing hormone that takes care of progesterone when it is of corpus luteum. You get that? Now, androgens are not good for women. They can make women have bad experience when it comes to menstrual cycle. Oh, coffee cakes is here. Coffee cakes come. We're talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome, coffee cakes, and I'm explaining how androgens are not good. Male hormones to a woman are not good. Excess male hormones to a woman. Chacharaz, welcome to the channel. Hello, Benja. You've gone too long. Hope you are doing good, Chacharaz. Listen to this topic well. It can help your lady or your woman where you are. Listen. Stay put, and always like the video, and be cool. If you have any question, ask the question so that we can interact. Now, we have something that is called chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation, low-grade inflammation, may stimulate androgen production, because when there's there are there are many in one sac. So if there are many, what happens? They are causing pressure around the follicles. They are causing pressure. Some doctors prescribe birth control for the cyst and pain menses. Yes, they prescribe it. This is how, let me answer that question before I continue. But they're called family planning pills, birth control pills. They are called family planning pills because most of them are progesterone. So when you take them, they give negative feedback to the brain. So the brain does not release follicle stimulate, the gonadotropin hormone that stimulates follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. They are suppressed. So the growth of when progesterone is high, it is linked to these androgens, and it is so the negative feedback and the suppression of this helps them not to to increase. If you have them, it helps them the follicles not to increase. Remember, we have said the main cause of this is not known, but the genetics, genetics is high in these people, is linked to these people. You see, so when you give family planning pills, so it gives the negative feedback. It tells your brain progesterone is still high. Please don't release more hormones. So the growth of this polycystic ovarian syndrome cannot go further. You see, that is why doctors prescribe them. And there are some drugs that we will see even that can help. Sometimes these things are painful because if there are many and you are having heavy menses because of retained insulin that is high, you see, when you have menses and there are many and they are becoming, some grow because the fluid will keep on going inside. So the pouch grows. It starts making you feel low abdominal pain and iliac region. Iliac regions are at the flanks, this side, and the back. You start feeling pain because they are pressuring along the nerves, the muscles, and you are feeling pain. Yes, coffee cakes. Thanks for that. Yes. You see. So as they grow, you feel pain, and the chronic inflammation is what causes the coming up of the androgens. The androgens are men hormones like testosterone. So with the question up to there, if you have understood our question, please tell me if you have understood what is polycystic ovarian syndrome. You see, it's just poly, many, cystic, fluid filled pouch in the ovarian, in the ovary syndrome, something that is not, and it goes, it comes and goes, it comes and goes. You see, polycystic ovarian syndrome. The most people that get these things are most people that progesterone is high and people that have insulin resistance, linked to people that are diabetic. You see, doctor, if a woman takes birth control pill for a long time, does it decrease the chances of getting pregnant when they are ready for a baby? Yes. When a woman is ready for a baby, is when you and your person now are ready to get the baby, but the body is not ready, maybe. So you may be taking, some people take birth control pills, and these birth control pills, they are hormones. Efasi Lipenga, greetings and everyone. Thanks you so much, Efasi. Today we are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I'm answering Smiler in the City about birth control pills. Those are hormones. There is some hormones that are injected. There are some hormones that are taken. There are some hormones that are put down there, like the copper tea that has hormones. There are some gadgets that are put down there that have hormones. So the ones that are injected, if they are in your body, there is nothing you can do. There is no antidote for a body, there is no antidote. The doctor is in, no copy. Just listen and ask, so be sure, double tap. Yes, coffee cakes. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Now, when you have taken it or you have been injected, there is no reverse. There is no way. There is no antidote for a hormone. What we do if you are bleeding so much, we do what? We stop the bleeding. If you are having headaches, we do what? We give you some painkillers. If your BP is high, we reduce the BP and we tell you, please don't continue with this. The new guys, I'm seeing the new guys are popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out. Subscribe, my friend. You see how this channel is good. Interact with the people that are in my chat. Tell us where you are from, and don't forget, it's your first time, like the channel, my friend. Like the channel so that more impressions and more people will see there is a good work that is going on here. So I was talking about the family planning pills, birth control pills. So I've said once you use them and they are in your body, mostly the injectables, we can do nothing because we want it to be metabolized in the body and the body releases it naturally. And what they do, they give your body negative feedback. Negative feedback. One, what it does is progesterone. Those hormones thicken the fluids that are in your uterus. They thicken the fluid. So when implantation comes, it cannot be implanted. It goes. The products of conception goes out of the vagina. Another thing is some thin the layers of your endometrium layer. So your products of conception, the blood sources, cannot be planted. That's why you see some things like this one. Those women that take emergency pills, some of them end up to have ectopic pregnancies. Ectopic pregnancy is a pregnancy that is happening, is growing at the fallopian tube. And this one, it cannot grow. You see, Kate one, welcome Kate. As you come in, please like the channel, like so that we get more impressions. If you forgot to like. If you forgot to subscribe, my friend. Subscribe, yeah? Your like is important. Impressions out there. Now, a woman has taken emergency pill. It thickens the fluid in the fallopian tube. The sperm has come. The conception has happened here. It is flowing, coming back to be implanted to the uterus, the endometrium. It reaches here. You have taken the emergency pill. All of a sudden, what happens? The constituency of your uterus changes. So it thickens, blocks. So this egg that has been fertilized cannot go down here. It starts creating a baby at your fallopian tube. Your fallopian tube is small. So after some time, like 4 weeks or 3 weeks, it bursts. You start bleeding. So emergency pills, my friend, that is the problem you expose yourself to. You see, that is the problem you expose yourself to. Now, when you have taken the hormones and they are in your body, and I've said how they give negative feedback to the brain. So there is nothing we can do. The question of Smile in the City was, doctor, if a woman takes birth control pills for a long time, does it decrease the chances of getting pregnant when they are ready for a baby? So this is what it does. Because it is a hormone and it is in your body, we just have to wait. You will not be infertile. The only thing it will prolong the time that you can get a baby. It's not called infertility. It is giving negative feedback to your brain. So the chances of you getting a baby at the time you need are nil or 50-50. So we just have to do what? To wait. So hormonal methods of family planning, you need to consult your doctor, because one, they can give you some problems. Heavy menses. Two, a secondary delayed fertility, not secondary, delayed fertility. Three, some medical issues. You see? So it's good you talk to your doctor before you start getting hormonal methods, because your doctor will know, because of this and this, you are hypertensive, you are this, you had this problem, you don't need hormonal, and your doctor will recommend to you a best method. So guys, I can see Kate is here, and all my friends are in the house, like the coffee cake, Uncle Smile in the city. If you have not liked the video, please double tap. They say double tap the screen that is liking, and you can hit the like button. And also, new guys, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Now, we have talked about that. Hope I've answered that in a good way, in a majestic way. They say in a good, majestic way. More questions, deliver more questions, bring more questions and experiences too. Add something. You know, experiences are good teachers. Add something. Tell us what you feel about it. Now, what are the risks? Let's talk about risk factors. People that are at risk. People that are at risk of getting this polycystic ovarian syndrome. First of all, we remove men, because men, you don't have ovaries unless there was a problem of mutation, but men, you don't have ovaries. Let's talk about women. Now, family history, we have talked about genetics. Family history is one big question. Family history is one big question. Obesity and overweight. Obesity and overweight is another thing, because more fluids, more obese can cause patches in your body, and they can go, you know, whatever that happens around the follicles and the ovaries is something that is so very many, you know, hormones that are going up, coming down. You can get those patches there when you have a big body, and the fluids can start getting in. You get? So big bodies and obesity is a risk factor. Is a risk factor. Sedentary lifestyle. When I mean sedentary lifestyle, you know, sedentary lifestyle is you don't work, you don't like working out, you don't like going to the gym, you like eating, you are exposing yourself to obesity, and you say this life is for the living. Let me live, let me drive, let me not walk, let me come for the house and go to the supermarket or the hypermarket to buy food while driving. Let me walk, and when someone tells you walk to the shop, you tell him, no, give me that car keys. Life is for the living. Give me that car keys. I want to go. And you are told it's just here. No. I have to drive. I struggled so much for this life. So you start having sedentary lifestyle. You go out, you take alcohol. Wine is for the living. You take wine, you feel life is good. Life is good. And when you are home, what do? You have a Life is Good TV. Life is Good TV is a big LG TV. You sit down, you start watching, you watch the whole day on your LG TV. Life is Good TV. You feel nice, you feel great as you watch, and your body is coming. That is called sedentary lifestyle. And you remember, hormones don't challenge anyone. Hormones are hormones. They'll continue working as they are needed. So if you are giving yourself pizza, you are giving yourself fried chicken, you are giving yourself those delicious things, you understand? Some kebabs, you are going for some, yes, and while you are watching, you have popcorns, and you are a soda of Coca-Cola. Here, big Coca-Cola soda. We call it 2 liters. You smile as you watch your movie, as you watch your comedy. By the time you have finished your comedy, the soda is 3/4 down, your popcorns are done, you are asking for a snack, and you have not taken supper. That you are taking is some good cuckoos, chicken, and more ugali. Hey, sedentary lifestyle. Come in, guys. Welcome. Let the likes grow. My friends. You know, likes are good. When you are given likes, you feel smiley. So, sedentary lifestyle is one of it. Let's talk about type 2 diabetes history. Those people that have type 2 diabetes, we have said insulin resistance brings polycystic ovarian syndrome. So if you are type 2 diabetes because of lifestyle, you know, big bodies bring lifestyle complications. Big bodies bring lifestyle complications. So what does it mean? Big bodies type 2 diabetes means you have not been taking your medicine well. You have not been taking care of your medicine well. And if you have not been taking care of your medicine, you will continue. Most of the people with type 2 diabetes, if you notice, their bodies are big and they sweat a lot sometimes. So hey, we have triple X Tentaction, love from Korea, happy Friday. Wow, triple X, big up, thanks the love from Korea. Hope you have subscribed triple X Tentaction from Korea. Before I continue with this, triple X, which is the most country that you cannot enter. I was told the most strict country in Korea is South Korea. Going to South Korea is a big problem. Where are you at? South Korea or North Korea? Tell us, triple X. Triple X, welcome, welcome. Hope you have subscribed to my channel and hit the like button or double tap your screen and sit around, interact with my friends like the coffee cakes. I can see the coffee cakes is telling you hi, hello, triple X, hi, Tetanction, respond. I can remember that song. Facebook, que social na mi Facebook, que social na kona. www.ifunawena.com. I send a request. Enangakakolo Ken. That is a South African song. Oh, I'm in Sasamang Dong, South Korea. I'm half black and it's pretty hard. Yes, I understand South Korea things are pretty hard. So do you have a channel, triple X? You can interact and help you to grow your channel, and we will say one day we met at YouTube. You see? Yes, welcome, welcome, triple X. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and always be my friend. You know, I like friends, and my friends are here watching. We will interact and show you the ways. Show me the way. Okay, we are continuing with risk factors. The one was family history, obesity and overweight, sedentary lifestyle, type 2 diabetes history, and metabolic syndrome. Yeah, truth, I just wanted to wish you guys a happy Friday. Wow, nice one. Is this the first time triple X being here? Detection. Was it the first? Is it the first day being here? See in between. He as dancing. Lol, keep us active. Prescribe to the dog now. Yeah, have a day as a beautiful you guys. Yeah. Thanks. Hit the like button. So why are the likes not going up? Please give me those likes. I want more. So I want more impressions. Yes. That's I'll put on a feel good evening tomorrow. I'll put that song. A social on Facebook, a social on corner. Goodbye, Tetanction. Hope you have subscribed and you will be back. Thank you for hitting us and telling us good day. Thank you so much. Metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, sedentary lifestyle, obesity and overweight, family history of this polycystic ovarian syndrome. These are the risk factors. So guys that are here, have you ever been close to a person who has polycystic ovarian syndrome? Polycystic, is it Maje that told me as a cousin that has it? Maje, are you still around, Maje B? Please tell me if it is you. I can remember someone told me as a cousin that is struggling with this. Hope it is. I remember it's Maje. Symptoms of PCOS, we call them PCOS, symptoms of polycystic ovarian syndrome. Menstrual symptoms, irregular periods, missed periods, heavy bleeding, infrequent menstruation. And I've explained why. If you have them and then you have high levels of progesterone, you will have missed period. Oh yeah, Maja is here. You see, I can remember so well. You will have high missed periods, but when you have them and it is the opposite, and you have high estrogen levels, you will have heavy menses, irregular menses, according to how you have them. You see, those are the symptoms. Heavy menses, irregular periods, missed period, infrequent menstruations. You will have those. And when you have this, the first thing you will start having, is when you start having this, she have all those mentioned. Oh yeah, you see, the first thing you'll have when you have this, heavy menses leads to loss of blood. Irregular menses leads to mental health problems and mood disorder. Yes, anemia. That is true. You'll have anemia, heavy menses. Yeah? Irregular menses always in women leads to what we call mental health issues. You start thinking, what is the problem? Why am I not having regular menses? Why? You start going to gynecologists every time. You jump from this one to that one, from this one to that one, because you want to get answers. But these gynas are not giving you answers. They are just giving you drugs that maybe are not helping. You see, that leads to mental health problems. We call them gynas, we call them gynecologists. You see. Now, let's talk of fertility problems. You have talked about how fertility problems come by giving negative feedback to the brain, progesterone, the corpus luteum that is supposed to prepare for pregnancy. The luteinizing hormone is up and about and regulated. What happens? Fertility issues. Because when you have conceived, you have made love to your partner, you are feeling nice, you are knowing this month, hey, my partner hit it so well, hit it in a good way, I should have a boy or a girl. It finds that your uterus, it is thin. So it comes out. You have conceived so well, the conception has happened. But now it cannot be implanted because it found the wrong time. It cannot be implanted. Estrogen was high and the menses were continuing. And you are knowing, this month, I tell you, hey, we made love in a good way. And we can, those are fertility issues. Infertility, irregular ovulation, and difficulty in conceiving. Because sometimes when you have high progesterone levels in your body, and because the luteinizing hormone was released and it's not going down, there is thick fluid. So when the sperms come, they cannot go to the fallopian tube. They are blocked here. So they come out after 72 hours, they are dead. Yeah? So they cannot fertilize the egg because the sperms are not meeting their loved one. The sperms are not meeting their loved one, the egg. So the progesterone is making your uterus so thick and you cannot, yes. That is in secondary infertility, difficulty in conceiving. You cannot conceive. PCOS is one of the leading causes of infertility due to anovulation. You are not ovulating. The egg is not coming out. The egg is not going to meet the loved one, the sperm. The egg should meet the loved one so that conception happens. Children are a product of love. Because as you love that woman, the other way around, the sperm is loving the egg. So the sperm loving the egg, they fuse and conception happens, and they form something that is called the blastocyst that is implanted. Because when the sperm fuses with the egg, it brings so many cells. God is a wonderful God, a miracle working God. Just imagine the sperm meeting the egg, and then inside they form many eggs that form layers that are called ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. and then they make love in your uterus of a woman, and it is implanted, and then all of a sudden they start saying, let's form a kid. You should know God is a miracle working God. How comes? So as you love someone, the sperms love the egg also. Two-way traffic. So guys, let's continue loving, let's continue loving, let's continue giving love. Never say that. That's why I don't like people aborting. If you have a kid, just get a kid. Just get a kid. Hiloni, welcome. Tuti na di hamba nawe, hamba tana nawe we, utrile nakona. Ebutina di hamba nawe, hamba nawe, hamba nawe. Don't laugh at me if I'm not singing the right words. I'm not South African, I'm Kenyan. I'm Kenyan. Or you want me to sing for you bumper side by side? Well, guys, I'm singing South African songs because today we have so many visitors from South Africa, and you can notice that. Hello, welcome. If I'm singing wrongly, please don't judge me. I'm not South African, I'm Kenyan. I'm just trying to vibe with the song. Hey, those guys are blessed when it comes to tunes. I wish our friend Beauty Simba was here to welcome them. Welcome, Hiloni. Give me a like, and tell more South Africans to come in. Tell them to come in. Today we are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome. Cysts in the ovary. I'll sing for you another South African song when I remember one that is nice. I'll sing for you another one. The TBT ones. The ones that are latest, they are called the ones that are latest. Most of them, I don't want to say I don't like them. They are just songs. They are just songs. They are called Amapiano. Yes, signs of high androgens. We have said people that have polycystic ovarian syndromes, they have high androgens. So signs of high androgens are excessive hair growth, testosterone, and some other male hormones. Like you will have face, chest, and back. Just imagine a woman having more hairs in the face, in the chest, and sometimes some hairs here in the back. But there are some people who love women that are hairy. There are some people who love women that are hairy, and they are good women. So if you are one of them and you are a man and listening, tell us, we find you one, like Onik. Onik wants to get someone very soon, and he tells me he likes from Armenia with love to Uganda. Onik from Armenia with love to Uganda. Fiona. Onik had loved one of us in Kenya, but the relationship is kind of like fizzy. So let's wish Onik well to Uganda. So signs of high androgen with polycystic ovarian syndrome are excessive hair growth. It's called hirsutism. Acne, often severe, persistent, because when you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, you have more androgens and more progesterone, so you can have acne. More progesterones and androgens means you have acne, problems with the skin because of histamines, such kinds. So you start having acne. You see? So welcome Hiloni. We are talking about PCOS. So scalp hair loss, hair thinning similar to male pattern, and baldness. Start having here, you don't have hair, You know, testosterone describes a man. So when testosterone describes a man, what happens? It means that you start having common issues that men have, like being bald-headed, with more chest hairs, being bald-headed with more chest hairs. So we kind of like have skin changes like darkening, skin folds, skin tags. Common areas are the necks. Here, the necks, you start having skin changes, armpits, and the groin, you know, skin changes. So guys, let me just not talk. Let's interact. What's your question? What do you feel about polycystic ovarian syndrome? Or do you have experience and there is something that you really wanted to ask a doctor but it swayed? So it's your time to ask or to add. Tell us what you used. Doctor, if you go a tubal ligation, can cyst still form? Is more dangerous? Yes, if you go for a tubal ligation means you cut this here, you cut here. Tubal ligation means you cut here, you cut here, you cut these fallopian tubes here, and then you tie. So when the egg is coming, it cannot meet the sperm, but it doesn't say that the follicles are not there. They are there, so you can still get the problem. You will still have it, and you see, it will be more worse, because if it is not, you see, so hysterectomy plus the uterus, that is you cannot get, but tubal ligation, that one means you can get, because you have not removed the follicles, and you have not removed the ovaries. Now let's talk about emotions and psychological symptoms. You will have anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and body image concern, because we have said most women don't like being big, or nowadays I've seen more big women that are appreciating themselves and they are happy about how they are, but there are some that don't appreciate, because they say a slim is better to go. And maybe, you know, I don't know why some people don't appreciate themselves. Nowadays men love every man have a choice. You will meet some men that are loving slim ladies and some men that love big ladies. So I don't know where this concern came when every lady wants to be slim to get someone. Just be yourself and get someone who loves you as you are. Mr. Right is who loves you as you are, because your generation will come with greetings, Dr. Benjamin. That is my madam, my ladies' dance kitchen. Today I didn't have time to watch you. I felt bad. I wanted to watch you today. You know, when I'm coming to watch you, I see you cook and I salivate. I get appetite for lunch. So I was talking about this. When you love someone and this someone you want to own it, I liked already. Yes, you want to love this person and end up in marriage. You start a generation according to the like. Some men like big women, some men like slim. So when you like this woman and is a big woman, just know your generation will come up with children that are, but we like them biggest. Your generation will come up with some women that you will be seeing, or men that you will be seeing and appreciating what you liked from the beginning. If you like slim ladies, your generation will come up with some of the ladies in your generation that an old person you'll be looking at and appreciate what you liked when you liked to that woman. So women, When you are big and you want to slim because you want someone to like you like that, it's not a solution, because when this person likes you, you will be looking at your generation with an initial setup as you were when you started having problems with. So that is a temporary measure. You just take healthy food, be yourself, go to the gym to be physically fit. These other things in Kenya we say hizi vitu zingine achia Mungu. We say all these other things, leave them to God. Let your Mr. Right right. my heavy tongue. Let your Mr. Right like you as you are. Knock, 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 anywhere, anytime is here. So you see, so emotional and physiological symptoms of PCOS like anxiety, depression, low esteem, and body image concern, forget about them. Leave them to God. Let's just be you. You see, Heloni from South Africa says, but we like them big, big, and biggest. I know, Heloni. South Africa is another world of itself. I understand you when you say that. South Africa is where we dance with our legs, we throw out our legs like Shaka Zulu, and we feel the heaviness in the ground. We feel the heaviness in the ground. I'm still trying to remember any South African song that I like, but I like those that are past songs. I like the ile nitumilele nawe ngele nawe tiachani antele tele tibi amtele nawe eti wite tina or mukomboti. I wake up every day to kiss my people with African beer. Womazambe, everybody, yekumkomboti. Yes, Yvonne Chaka Chaka from South Africa. We still celebrate you even now. A very nice lady. So, Elon, hope you are still here listening. As you like big, big, and biggest, there's someone who likes slim, slimmer, and slimmest. So a lady, because she's beautiful, I know that song too. It's all in Kenya. Wama Zamen Wokum Komboti. That is a song from South Africa. And then we had may her soul rest in peace. Nakupenda nakuranza weni anianga. That is called Brenda Fass. We love South African song. They are good. They are they are nice, and they made our youth be good. But nowadays, they are producing to us some instrumentals that we cannot understand. They are called amapiano. Amapiano is something else. That one needs energy. You dance like nothing else. So we have talked about emotion and psychological symptoms in polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now ask any question about these things, my friends. We said it's interactive session. It is interactive session. Let's talk about how PCOS affect the ovaries. How do they affect a woman's ovary? You know, they affect the woman's ovary. Ultrasound may show their enlarged ovaries. Morgan Bent, can it be reversed? Morgan Bent 3605. Welcome, Morgan Bent. I think this is your first time here, Morgan Bent. Hope you have subscribed, Morgan. It can be reversed. We will see how it can be reversed. We are just heading there. Morgan, which country are you coming from? Ronnie Hassan from Kenya. Ronnie, how are you doing? Today we are talking about our women ovaries and polycystic ovarian syndrome. Morgan, which country are you coming from? Tell me which country are you coming from? Yeah, my first time, I'm from Jamaica. I subscribed. Wow, my Jamaican people. Oh, I met a girl this morning. He was beauty to first sight. I asked the girl where she's from. She tell me she comes from Jamaica, and I said, smile, girl, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica. And I said, she has a rich history, a beautiful woman with the sweetest tree, beautiful sunset and an evening kiss over sunrise and hey, I cannot sing that. Smile for me, Jamaica. Welcome, Morgan Ben right from Jamaica. But Jamaica is a land of peace and a land of love. Peace and love. I like Jamaican people, they are full of love, and what we need love today. Morgan Heritage sang that. What we need is love. What we need. Guys, like and subscribe. Sometimes we have to take a break, sing a bit. Bompoklat man, big up that tune from Morgan Heritage. My mom sent me the live. She's on here every day. Oh, Morgan, who is your mom? Come on, maybe she's a friend here. Who is your mom? Tell us, Morgan Bent, who is your mom? Tell us, we know, we see, before we go to the diagnosis and how PCOS affects the ovaries. Marjorie Bent. Tell your mom we are so thankful she's here always, and she's always seeing me sing and seeing me too. I love Jamaica so much, and one day next year I'm coming to Jamaica. I hope I'll meet some of you next year. I'll put it in my diary. Next year I must visit Jamaica. So everyone who is here, big up Morgan Bent, big up Iloni, our new friends from South Africa, and Morgan from Jamaica. Anywhere, anytime, Jamaica, here we come. Yes, Jakua said, Jamaica, land we love. Yes, Jamaica, land we love. That song, you know it. So let's continue a bit. Let's talk about it. If you have not liked and you're new in the platform, big up yourself. Hit the like button, subscription, hit it like that, and everything will come. Onik, if Onik is still here, tell Onik I'm not singing Gali Gali today. Young man, it's Gali Gali. I'm not singing that today, Onik. Onik doesn't like when I sing that song. How does polycystic ovarian syndrome affect a person? The ovaries may contain multiple immature follicles. You see, the ovaries may contain multiple immature follicles because these cysts, these bags containing some fluids, are pressuring them not to mature as normal. So they may not bring out the hormones as needed because the ovaries, the follicles produce more of hormones when they are mature. So it shows enlarged ovaries with immature follicles. Enlarged ovaries with immature follicles. You get? So you see, multiple small follicles arranged around the edges because those cysts are pushing the follicles away. So they are not mature, they are suffering. They need space to mature and produce more of the hormones. This is often described as string of pearls appearance. String of pearls appearance. Now, how do we know? How do we know, my people, that a person have polycystic ovarian syndrome? How do we know? There is a criteria that we use to get. It is called Rotterdam criteria. Diagnosis usually requires 2 of at least 3 of what I'm going to say. 3. Irregular ovulations that are irregular. High androgen signs in blood tests. When we do blood tests in a woman, we find testosterone levels that are high. And you are a woman. Testosterone, we say it's a man's chamber, a man's hormone. Polycystic ovaries on ultrasound. I write a request. Go to the ultrasound room, the sonographer will do this, and then you come back, or I do it myself. I take the probe, I check your womb, I check the ovaries, and I see many cysts, fluid pouches around the ovaries, fluid pouches. I say these are fluid pouches and they are called cysts. And if you have at least 2 and 3 of those, plus I do blood tests, I see testosterone high, hormones that blood test, high testosterone level, high luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone, prolactin, thyroid hormones imbalance, blood sugars that are high, insulin levels that are not high, they are low, and cholesterol levels that are high. I know this is signs of polycystic ovarian syndrome, but the main one that shows us there is a problem, it is the one that is called ultrasound. When I do an ultrasound, if you have ever done an ultrasound, women, I know every woman who has a child has done an ultrasound. That probe you take and you put, it shows us those cysts inside. It is the one which shows us the reality that you have polycystic ovarian syndrome. Conditions that can mimic PCOS are like thyroid diseases, because the hormones, you get hormonal imbalance, and high prolactin levels, and Cushing syndromes. There is something called congenital adrenal hyperplasia. Your kidneys are producing high adrenal hormones, your kidneys, and ovarian tumors in the ovaries. You see, these are the conditions that can happen. So before I go to complications, and I name the complications, and then we go to treatment and everything. Anyone who has a question here? Who has a question? Anyone who has a question from where we are? I thank everyone who is a new person in the house. Everyone who has come today, thank you so much for watching, and your subscription, thank you so much for your subscription. So complications, as we said, are infertility, type 2 diabetes, and we'll join you later, guys. I have to drive home. Thanks Eloni, thanks for joining, even as we are just about to finish. So welcome, and share, Eloni, share this to some people out there. Let's get more friends coming. Complications like type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome like high blood pressure, high blood sugars, abnormal cholesterol, central obesity can be there. We have endometrial hyperplasia and cancer, irregular shedding, and it can bring the continuous shedding of your uterus, and the continuous shedding of your uterus and bleeding can bring some cancers, you understand. Sleep disturbance, obstructive apnea, disturbance every time. Diseases, cardiovascular diseases like hypertension and others can happen to you too, because when the polycystic ovarian syndrome is coming, you are bleeding, anemia is coming. The reverse is the true. You start having the high blood pressure, and then high blood pressure can cause the kidneys to suffer. Cardiovascular diseases. Now, what about treatment? Treatment depends on symptoms. How are these symptoms coming out? But you can have cysts that are small that are not affecting you. you will live with them. But symptoms and fertility goals, if they are disturbing you and you are not getting pregnant, and weight is coming so much, and metabolic syndromes like diabetes and high blood pressure, that one will be a problem. And if it is a problem, surgical procedure can happen, or some drugs. Lifestyle management is important. We have talked about sedentary lifestyle when we started. If you are coming in late, please watch again what we talked about. Weight reduction is very important because it will make you not have an ovulation, and hormones will balance. When you have a big body, you start having an ovulation and hormonal imbalance. Insulin resistance comes in when your body is big, because your body should meet the demands, and insulin that you're producing may be little and your body is big. So weight reduction is very important. Fertility issues comes in when your weight is big. You should have a balanced diet. Control your portion that you are eating. Reduce sugary foods and reduce physical exercise activity. Adequate sleep. We talked about that yesterday, and we talked about it because this topic was coming, and it was coming for women. So go to the video that we did yesterday. Watch about weight reduction, healthy ways of reducing weight. Don't go to unhealthy ways of reducing weight. We talked about unhealthy ways of reducing weight. Don't use them. Go to healthy ways of reducing weight. It's very important. Measures a balanced diet, portion control, reduce sugary foods like cakes, biscuits, drinks, Coca-Cola's, fizzy drinks, all those. Take at a substantial way. Don't take excess. Minimal. Control. Always have discipline when you are taking these things. Discipline yourself. Give yourself adequate sleep and regular physical activities. Go to the gym. Walk. Make your body exercise every time, so that you cannot have insulin resistance. When you are exercising, you are helping insulin to be active to your cells. Sensitivity to come up, insulin sensitivity. You see, dietary approaches, always foods that have high fibers are recommended. Foods that have high fibers and vegetables. Tick, correct, very nice for you. For people who have polycystic ovarian syndrome, go for foods that have high fibers and vegetables. Low glycemic index foods like carbohydrates, put them aside. Refined sugars, no, very minimal. Lean proteins, yes. Tick, lean proteins. Cow protein, good for your body. Examples are like beans, whole grains, fish, eggs, fruits in moderation. Fruits in moderation, because most fruits that are sweet have a problem. Why? They have fructose, which is high sugar. Fructose. Now, medical treatment often are combined oral contraceptives, regular periods, and reduced androgens, and improve acne. Metformin. Metformin is a drug that helps in insulin resistance. It helps more insulin to come out, so that it can help in your sugar problem. It also helps in management of weight, metformin, and ovulation in some patients. So patients that have ovulation problems, you can ask your doctor if the doctor can give you something that is called metformin. You don't prescribe yourself if you have ovulation problems. Go to your doctor. Let your doctor tell you, yes, because there are some questions that this doctor will ask and give you a prescription. This is if you have ovulation problems. Now, let's talk about anti-androgen medicine. Anti-androgen like spironolactone. Spironolactone is a good, it reduces testosterone. So if you have hair loss, it will come back. It will come back, and it reduces problems with acne, skin problems with acne. So spironolactone is a diuretic, and it can help you in this. Spironolactone. Fertility treatment like in pregnancy is desired. Pregnancy is desired. Ovulation induction medicine like letrozole, clomiphene citrate, very important. You induce ovulation, and that is why it is given to fertility issues, letrozole and clomiphene. There is something that is called assisted productive technologies like IVF, and you see, if you are not getting a baby, you can use IVF. If need be, you can use IVF. Some pregnancy problems with PCOS. How does they come? Pregnancy problems with PCOS. Possible complications may be gestational diabetes. If you have these problems, you may have gestation diabetes. See, you may have gestation diabetes. Thanks again everyone to come and get some great information from our doctor. And I finished my lawn cutting because I had right machine to do the job. Welcome, Uncle. I know you are doing it. Hey, Beauty is here. Beauty, welcome. We are talking about polycystic ovarian syndrome. There is a friend from South Africa that has been here. I wish you could be here. You talk South African language. Heloni was here and he said he's driving. Okay, nice. Beauty is here. Welcome, Beauty. Welcome, Beauty, to the platform. So we have talked about those things. You can get gestation diabetes, and we've seen people with those problems, PCOS, they have insulin resistance. So you can get gestational diabetes. When you are pregnant, you can be diabetic if you have PCOS. And we have talked about, Grandma of 3, I am Mr. Ben. How are you doing? I'm just stopping to say hello. I have a very busy day ahead of me, but I liked already. So have a great evening, everyone. Thanks, Grandma of 3. And share this Grandma of 3 to your daughters and your friends who are ladies. They can learn a lot from this video. So miscarriages, you can have a miscarriage because of the hormonal imbalance. And you know, when you are having this uterus, and it is implanted, that you can have uterine incontinence. It cannot carry. Dr. Benjamin, I have your complimentary playlist learning all day. Thank you so much. Smile in the City. Complimentary is about herbal medicine that is integrated to conventional medicine. Smile in the City. I hope you are learning most of the thing out there. Complementary medicine with herbal medicine. But when you have decided to use herbal medicine, you don't go to the hospital anytime, anywhere. We call it alternative medicine. So if you are using advice from herbal medicine and hospital medicine, we call them complementary. That is complementary. But someone that have decided only to use herbal medicine, we call it alternative You have decided no going to hospital, no doctor's advice. Let me go to the people that use herbs only. Like our grandparents long time ago, we call it alternative. Now you can have preterm birth because hormones are imbalanced and you have POCs. So the complications when you are pregnant, the complications are gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, miscarriage, and preterm. And when you have high blood pressure and you are having a baby, you start having a problem that is called eclampsia. Eclampsia, I know women know that. I will talk about, let me add about eclampsia and preeclampsia. When you are having high eclampsia and preeclampsia, this is high blood pressure when you are expecting a baby, and when you are high, and you can get convulsions. So when you are having convulsions and you are having high blood pressure and the day is there you are having, that is called eclampsia. But preeclampsia is high blood pressure when you are at third trimester. We will learn about it. I've added it to the list that are of what we can do this week, and it's on Friday, so it means the topics that are remaining we should do them tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday. So I don't know if we will do Feel Good Friday. We can do it with one topic. So Feel Good Evening, sorry. So the complications a woman can have when this woman is pregnant are gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, miscarriages, and preterm birth. Regular antenatal care is important. When you are a woman who is having polycystic ovarian syndrome, please always make sure you've gone to the hospital. Make sure you've gone to the hospital because you will be followed up. Onik is here. Onik, you are here. I just talked about you and you are coming back. Thanks a lot for being here. So those are complications in teenagers. For those that have children are teenagers, persistent irregular cycles, because sometimes in teenagers it can be difficult to diagnose. So you'll get a person have persistent irregular cycles, significant acne all the time, excess hair growth, and hormonal abnormalities, irregular hormones. Let's talk about polycystic ovarian syndrome and mental health. If you are a woman and you are having this, I want you to know it is something that happens to other people. Those are menstrual disorders, those problems, they are there to everyone, because significantly most women that have had this problem, their confidence when standing in front of people goes down, because if you are a woman and you are growing more hair and losing hair to the scalp and becoming diabetic and having some small beards, someone will start thinking, why am I like this? Why is it that I'm like this? The confidence goes. Social interaction sways because every time you are in hospital. So my friends, women, ladies, if you are having these problems, please don't be stressed. Get a right doctor who can do the right medication, or you can go undergo some surgeries to remove the pouches of the cyst, and you will be given therapy and you will be okay. Don't say you are different from other women. No, know that you can do better. So don't stress yourself. Women, if you are here and you are having it, or you are new, so give that person confidence. No, let that person know that she is just like the other women. She is a person who can be just like the other women. You get, my friends? Please give that person a hug. Everyone who is here, let's give our women hugs. If you are a man and you are listening, give a woman a hug here. Let's tell them it is well, because our women undergo a lot of things. The menstruation, polycystic ovarian syndrome, they carry our babies for 9 months. Yeah? Give these women hugs. Men that are here, send them hugs and flowers. Send women hugs and flowers. God will bless you. Doctor, here women can have a pap smear until age 21, I believe. Why has this changed? I had mine at age 17. Even here, we can do them every time. In Kenya, we don't have an age of doing it. We do it anytime. So I don't know why it has changed on your place, but here we do them. The only thing that I saw that is done differently is we give the vaccine, HPV vaccine, to children up to 16 years. We give children above 9 and below 16 years. Those ages, we gave them vaccine. So I don't know why it has changed. I'll find out why it has changed on your side. So men, I'm still waiting for your flowers and loves to the women. Or men have gone. I can see Onik. If you are a man and you are listening, send some flowers to our women, please. Send some flowers to our women. Let them know that we are here for them and we love them. We love you guys. Doctor, here at South Africa, they don't pepper. Pepper. What is to pepper, my friend Beauty? What is to pepper? Tell me, what is to pepper, Beauty? What is to pepper? Yes. We are still talking, and we are still giving flowers to our women. So please, if you are here and you are a man, I know Onik sometimes has problems with Onik always translates. So when Onik is posting and the translator comes it in a funny way, don't laugh. He's Armenia. He's speaking Armenia and he's translating in English. That's why he's texting after some time. Smiler in the city, all those flowers for our women. Thank you so much. You see, they undergo a lot, from carrying our babies to 9 months, from having these menstrual cycles and hormones imbalance with PCOS. We should thank God they are our winner, and we should support them every time, right? That's a very nice thing, and because they hold us, you go home, you find your woman has cooked. Some people don't like being served with the house manager. Some people. For me, my wife doesn't like the house manager to serve me. I get home late and she serves me. She cooks for me. Sometimes late at 1, at 12, and she's there waking up serving me. I should thank God for that woman in my life, right? Very nice. It's hard to get a woman who does that to yourself. And if you find that woman that does to you that, respect that woman. Tell God, thank you God for giving me this person. So women, we respect you. We thank you for everything that you do. You know, some topics I bring, they target you hardly, and we give you flowers. We give you flowers, and we say, may God protect a woman out there. May you be protected by any woman that is watching me right now and listening. I want God to give you more life, to give you reduced pain. I want God to push that hand to give you what you deserve. So that you can know that you are a wonderful creature. in this world. And if you are a man and you are disrespecting a woman in any place, I want you to go and kneel down and tell that woman, sorry for what I've done in life, because it is a curse that you are doing for yourself. A curse. You see these topics that I'm giving you. This is a direct thing that you should not disrespect a woman. And if a woman is mad to you, you should calm down and make the woman understand. If you have done good, you are wrong, tell that woman I'm sorry. If you are doing something that that woman is mad at, you tell that woman, know how to talk to this woman, because women may do some things in a wrong way because of things that they are undergoing in life, and then you start calling them bipolar. That is bad. It is really bad. May God protect our women. May God give our men of the world knowledge on how to treat our women and how to stay with our women. Wisdom. You see? Thank you so much. I've become emotional. Sometimes some topics makes a person become emotional. So thank you for everyone who has sent those loves to our women, everyone who is here watching, and it's a good session. It's a good session. I can see Beauty has said in South Africa they don't do pap smear. Pap smear is only meant to detect early in life changes of the cervical cells. So if you do it at 55 to 65, it may not show you many things that have changed. You know, pap smear happens when there is it is called HPV virus comes and causes cervical cancer. So when you paste with acetate iron, and then you will see some changes in color because of the cells that are damaged with HPV. So if you do at 55 and 65 and see it, you know, it's not something that is good. You know, when you are going a woman's inside and then you are opening, sometimes it is irritable. So why do it to an older woman and there is nothing you will do? It's just good to do to the younger women, so that if there is anything, you can start managing earlier. Yes, doctor, thank you. I can feel the peace from afar. Blessings to you. Thank you, Alimik. Thank you for that. Sometimes I get into topics and I become emotional. I feel like buying a bunch of flowers today and go with it at night at home because of this topic. So cervical becomes smaller and thin when you get old. You're older, 55 to 65. It becomes small and thin. Pap smear can be more uncomfortable and painful at those ages when the cervix is becoming, and abdominal results are less common in people with long history of the test. Judy, you hear that? There is important exemptions that you can do even at 55 and 60. Like had previous abnormal pap smears, like 2 or 3, and you are 55 and you are bleeding, people can decide to do the pap smear. There are some people that have lived with HIV for long, and you know, when immunity comes down, your tendency of getting some viral diseases or bacterial diseases down there are high. So they can do, and has a weakened immunity. There are some immunity problems when it comes to some cancers and some diseases that can weaken your immunity as you grow old. So you can have that exemption. You can have that exemption. Has symptoms like bleeding after sex, pelvic pain, or abnormal discharge. This one can lead you to be told, now let's do the pap smear. You see, but at older age, sometimes it's no big deal to just leave. You can do something that is called, oh, boss is here. Boss, welcome. We are talking about our women, and boss, as you come in, you give our women flowers. You see, every man is giving our women flowers. Yeah. So you give our women flowers, then you will rewatch, or you will ask later, where are we giving our women flowers? Please, boss, give a hug, or today a man who is coming in, a hug and flowers to our women. Hug and flowers. So let's finish by talking about thanks, Kate. Kate, I know I've made a smile on your face. At least you're feeling better. And if you have a man who is stubborn, send that man my link. Send that man my link to be watching my lives. Yeah? But men are good. Some good men out here. If you are not married, or you are heartbroken, or some days ago, just know God was preparing you for a good man. For a good man like boss. Boss is a good man, but boss, maybe boss is single, searching. If you are heartbroken as a lady, you are a single parent, or you are separated, God has good ways to protect someone. God was protecting you from a toxic relationship, preparing you for a good thing. You can find that you are separated because of toxicity, then you come back together with the same person because of the experience you had out there. You have a wonderful relationship that will never end in a bad, and you start giving each other respect. Or you find another person who will treat you so right. You get? So never in your life, when you have separated, you are outside a bad relationship, or you are a single parent, always telling God why. Don't do that. Just know God is protecting you from some things with your child, or you, from the things that you could undergo that could be worse. You see? So let's give our women flowers. Let's give them flowers. Even a man, there are some men who are single fathers and they are living alone. They are separated. So God is God, and God knows what to do at the right time, or what not to do at that time. So just listen to the sound of God every time. Even if you have never seen God, just know the life you are living, God is in control with it. Now, let's talk about myths and PCOS. Myths about polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I know some people listen to these myths. Everyone with PCOS is overweight. I've said it is associated with overweight. I've not said everyone is overweight, so don't. Even slim guys can get PCOS. PCOS always cause infertility. No, I've not said that. I've said some people get pregnant when they have this problem. I've said some people get pregnant. So don't say doctor said, no. People get pregnant, but they'll have complications. Ovarian cyst must be removed. No. That one is a no. Ovarian cyst can say. It can be a small cyst that are many and they are not affecting your follicles. The bigger ones are the ones which can be removed, because now they are causing pressure and they are bringing problems. They are making even the follicles not to mature. So they cannot be removed, my friends. They stay there. They are not giving you problems. They are not diseases. Thank you for those likes. Let's continue, my guys. Give me those likes. Let's continue. Let the likes go to over 30. For those that are liking, thank you so much. For those that are coming in, be blessed. And today, as you come in, if you are a man, flowers to my women, to our women. Now, ovarian cyst is not a must you remove them. It's not a must you remove ovarian cyst. Why? Because they are not, if small and they are not causing any disease, they are not pressuring your follicles. Why remove them? There is no need. Let them stay. Who wants to go to surgery every time to be given injections at the spinal cord, and then you come out with an injury that you are removing a small, because you have an ovarian an cyst? Let it be. Get your children. Stay with it happily. It's like fibroids. Some people have small fibroids and they have lived, they have got children, and they are living a happy life. You see? Nice one. So that is a myth. 3 misused myths. 1. Thank you for the 30 likes. Whoa, like. Thank you. You see, 1 is overweight, 2 is infertility, and 3 is they must be removed. No, they cannot be removed if they are small and they are not. So don't be anxious every time and having problems. Prevention and long-term treatment. As we finish today's topic, I've been talking over 2 hours. Now let me give the how to prevent, and then we finish. We will meet at 9 Kenyan time. That is 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. 3 hours from now, I will do another topic, because we still have some topics that we requested and they are not here. We still have to do spleen function, how to get twins, we did it. How to get twins, we have multiple melanoma, liver cancer, insomnia and sleep apnea, and preeclampsia. So today at 9 we will do some 2 topics, and tomorrow we'll do some 2 topics that you requested. Prevention, help, regular exercise, routine medical follow-up is very important, and monitoring your blood sugars and cholesterol is very important. Those are the most important things you can do when you are following up. You get? So lifestyle changes, hormonal therapy, insulin sensitivity, fertility issues, we can get them rid of them when we are exercising and being energetic. Common signs and symptoms we have said is irregular periods, acne, excess hair, weight gain, and fertility problems. It's your time. Anyone who has a question? Anyone who has a question, my guys, before I leave the station? Anyone who has a question, my friends? At least one question before we leave, right? Oh, we have gone over time. Wow. Anyone who has a question? Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and for those flowers, for everything, for your suggestions, for your interaction, for your everything. Be blessed everyone who has been on the chat. Be blessed everyone who has interacted. I will see you at 2 hours from now. Your flowers are still coming in from Smiler in the city, still giving you the flowers. So let's meet 3 hours from now. Be blessed, and if you have a question, you will come there, we interact again. You may feel you have another question that is pending. So bye. Let me take care of my patients now. 2 hours before I come again. Be blessed, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Ben. This was so informative. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bye. See you.